Hello students and welcome to the video. Today we will be taking issue of debentures 4th chapter secretarial practice 12th standard. So in my last lecture I had taken introduction and all the rules and regulations which are to be followed regarding the issue of debentures. Everything was covered. If you want you can check out my last video. Today I will be taking provision as per company's share capital and debentures rule 2014 rule 18. So let's get started. If a company issues secured debentures, company must fulfill the following conditions. Okay, some rules and conditions are laid down. So let's see what are they. Tenure of secured debentures. Now all secured debentures must be redeemed within 10 years from the date of its issue. It means whenever the debentures are issued, within 10 years, the repayment of those debentures has to be done to the debenture holders. Okay, no, it should not go more than 10 years. Now, in which conditions it is allowed about 10 years? So, let's see. Only certain companies like companies engaged in infrastructure projects or companies permitted by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs means this is related to government, isn't it? Central government or RBI can issue debentures. Now these are all related to government projects, isn't it? So only they are allowed. Can issue debentures beyond a period of 10 years, but they should not exceed more than 30 years. Okay. Second point, create charge on assets. Company has to create a charge on the assets of the company or its subsidiary company or holding company. The value of charge should be adequate to cover the entire value of debentures issued and interest to be paid on it. Now, obviously, when debentures are issued, and suppose if the company do not have adequate amount to pay back the money to the debenture holders, what happens? They keep, like I had said in my last lecture also, they have to keep some assets aside. It is a kind of mortgage. So whether if they do not have adequate cash or bank balance, they can charge these assets and they can arrange against these assets some amount and repay the money to debenture holders. So but the value of those assets, obviously assets depreciate, isn't it, by time. So the asset value should be such that the amount is adequate to pay back the debenture holders. The value of charge should be adequate to cover the entire value of debentures issued and interest to be paid on it, as I said. If a government company issues secure debentures which has central or state government guarantee, then it need not create any charge on its asset. For example, if government companies issue debentures, okay, there are private companies, there are government companies. Now from government point of view, government companies issue debentures which central and state government guarantees that we will be paying them back. So like the debenture holders, they are like, they have a satisfaction that our money is not going to be it's not going to flow. We will get back the money, whatever they have invested in debentures. So government gives guarantee. If they are not, then if the company is not able to pay, then government has to pay, arrange something. Then appointment of, so in that case assets are not required to be kept as mortgage or charge. That's known as charge on its asset. Then appointment of debenture trustee. Now this also had explained in my last lecture regarding debenture trustee. So let's see more about it. Before issuing prospectus or offer letter, the company has to appoint a debenture trustee. Company also has to execute a debenture trust deed either before issuing prospectus or offer letter or either 60 days from the allotment of debentures. Means conditions are laid, within this time debenture trustee has to be allotted. Now what does this debenture trustee do? These debenture trustees, they actually are made for the whatever the interest they are to safeguard the interest of debenture holders. The deed contains the terms and conditions agreed upon by the company and the trustees and clearly state the role of the debenture trustees. Whatever role they have to play, everything is being put down in agreement, and that is accepted by debenture trustee also and by the company also. Now next, create debenture trustee reserves. Now, company has to create a debenture redemption reserve account out of the profits available for payment of debentures. Now, obviously, company has to keep aside or make a reserve some amount from the profits, whatever they are earning, so that the repayment of these repayment of these debenture holders, the amount is paid them adequately. When it is going to happen? Then only when proper reserves are kept. Even if the payment is done, our company is bearing losses, if reserves are there, then there is no tension to the company. They can pay the amount whichever is payable towards debenture holder through these reserves. Company has to maintain at least, now conditions are laid here, company has to maintain at least 25% of the value of its outstanding debentures in the debenture redemption reserve account. Now, for example, I'm just giving a short example. 100 rupees is there to be paid back to debenture holder, or the interest or the whatever amount is to be paid is rupees 100. So from that, at least 25 rupees has to be kept aside as reserves from the company. Company has to invest or deposit on or before 30 April each year a sum not less than 15%. Now every year what this company has to do, now 25% is kept aside, okay, as outstanding, and 15% remaining has to be invested somewhere or the other, so that whenever the returns come, they are liable to pay. They are the adequate amount we get from the invested money, like fixed deposits or anywhere in the shares or anywhere they can invest that money, and when the returns come, they have that much amount to pay back towards the debenture holders. So now every year, but what kind of investment they'll do? So by 30 April each year, every year by this date, 30 April, they have compulsorily they have to do some or the other investment, and by 31st March, the returns has to be come back in their hands of the company. Money from this account is used for redemption of debenture. That's what I said. Now, requirements as per SEBI for issue of debentures. Now, what requirements are laid down by SEBI? Let us see. Minimum subscription. SEBI issue and listing of debit securities. Okay. Now, SEBI Regulation 2008, Regulation 12 state the minimum subscription to be allotted by a company. As per SEBI, the minimum subscription for public issue of debentures is 75% of base issue size, that is rupees 100 crores. If the minimum subscription is not received, the entire money received should be refunded within 12 days from the date of closure of the issue. Now, for example, a company says that we are going to issue 100 crores of debentures, but they do not the people do not even respond for 10 crores. So in that situation, what happens? They cannot continue with this issue of subscription. Means minimum subscription means minimum boundary or level is being fixed by SEBI, that at least 75% of whatever you are issuing, that much people should be interested in purchasing your debentures. So at least 75% should be accepted by the people, or they should purchase it. So for suppose if they do not get proper 75%, then what's going to happen? They will have to close the debenture, and whosoever, whatever number of people have invested, even 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs, whatever is, but not up to 75%, all that money has to be refunded to those debenture holders, or not debenture holders, the people who have invested. Okay, and it has to be that will decline. Now, retention of over subscription. Now, sometimes what happens, over subscription also happens. Means a time will be there when you will issue 100 debentures, but 110 people will approach you. So that will be over subscription. So company can retain over subscription money up to maximum 100% of the base issue size or any low unit as specified in the offer letter or letter of offer or prospectus. Now as per the decisions company takes, whatever the decision company is going to take over this over subscription, they'll have to follow. Now underwriting. Now what are underwritings? This is interesting. Okay. The company may enter into an underwriting agreement with underwriters for its public issue of debentures. Appointment of underwriters must be mentioned in the offer letter or letter of offer or prospectus. Now, what are these underwriters? As I said over here, see in this point, first point, that minimum 75% has to be subscribed, isn't it? But suppose if we do not get subscription, then what's going to happen? Obviously, we are in need of debentures, and somewhat people, at least 10 lakhs we are getting the money, and rest of it, suppose if we are not up to 75% we are not getting, then in that case what's going to happen? We want those debentures to be issued, isn't it? So what in that situation, these underwriters, what are these underwriters? They are the small, they must be some institution, agencies or group of people which say that suppose your 75% subscription debentures are not subscribed, so whatever the remaining which are required up to the 75% remaining debentures, we are going to purchase it, and you will have, but all these things you have to mention it in the letter, that these are the underwriters. Underwriters are what? They are the people who purchase the remaining debentures which are not which are like remaining ones, not up to the 75%, or the suppose 75% is there and only 70% subscription we have got from public, so 5% is remaining. For just for the sake of 5%, they cannot lose this debenture subscription. So what happens? These underwriters, they are going to purchase this 5%. Okay, so that it comes up to the mark. Now credit rating. SEBI issue a capital or disclosure requirement regulation 2018 states that companies should get credit rating for issuing debentures. As per SEBI, companies making a public issue or right issue of convertible debentures must obtain credit rating from one or more credit rating agencies. The rating must be mentioned in the offer letter or letter of offer or prospectus. Now, for example, if anybody of you must be using credit cards, isn't it? So what happens, or anyone who is taking loan from your home or someone, anybody from your house is using credit card, you must be getting credit points, isn't it? So what does that say? That you are appropriate in paying the repayment of credit, and you get the ratings as per your regular payments of credit card. So this can be compared towards the same thing of debentures. Now what happens? A company will issue some amount of debentures, and if they have paid the public properly, the returns, the interest, the debenture amount, everything is paid properly. So what they'll do? They in the it is a kind of result. How you get a result of schools? So you get grades. So same way they'll be getting grades from some agencies. Agencies will be appointed by SEBI. What some guidelines must be there, and if they are appropriate as per, they have fulfilled the guidelines, and they are getting the suppose they'll be getting a rank kind of thing, like A. Like see, some examples are given over here in this brown chart. CRISIL company, suppose CRISIL, these are the agencies, CRISIL, CARE and all. See, agencies like CRISIL, CARE, etc., which rate the credit worthiness of a company issuing debenture deposit. These are the agencies which give ratings. Suppose you get CRISIL AA, means highest safety. You can invest. There are 100% chance of getting your interest amount also and debenture money also. Then CRISIL AA means high safety. Then CRISIL A, adequate safety, means sometime it may happen that they may ditch your one time interest, but they'll pay it in the another month or something is there. Or CRISIL D means default, they are like useless company, no need to invest in that. Okay. So these things may happen. Okay, so credit rating means they give a kind of grade to the companies that they are adequate or not, so that people can invest in that company, while invest in that company properly. Now procedure for issue of debenture. Now what's the procedure? Let's see. Pass resolution in board meeting. Okay. Then second is hold extraordinary general meeting, EGM. Then filing with registrar of companies. Then obtain credit rating. Enter into underwriting agreement. Issue of prospectus, offer letter, letter of offer, whatever it said. Then open separate bank account. This chart you should remember. Okay, you may get extra points if you put this in your exam papers. Receiving application money, then hold board meeting, issue of debenture certificate, making entries in the register of debenture. Now let's see in detail over here. Okay, following is the procedure to be followed by a company issuing debentures. First is what? Obviously, pass a resolution in board meeting. Board meeting has to be organized. In the board meeting, following resolution will have to be passed. Now, what resolution? Amount and type of debenture to be issued and the terms and condition of issue. Obviously, whatever the amount you are interested to issue the debenture, that has to be fixed. Okay, then approve prospectus or offer letter or letter of offer. Then next is what? Approve appointment of debenture trustee. This also I had discussed in my last lecture also, and above also we have discussed regarding debenture trustee and get their written consent. Okay, then authorized board to create charge on asset of the company. That also I have discussed above. Call extraordinary general meeting in the board's borrowing powers need to be increased. Then authorized board to open a separate bank account for receiving money from applicants. Then these were the steps. Okay, now second is what? Second step is hold extraordinary general meeting, EGM. If the borrowing powers of the board is to be increased, okay, EGM must be held to get the shareholders approval through a special resolution. Shareholders means what? Obviously, they must be equity shareholders, like they are the owners of the company. Filing with registrar of companies. Secretary has to file a special resolution and copy of prospectus, offer letter, letter of offer with registrar of companies within 30 days of board meeting. Within 30 days of board meeting, they should submit all these prospectus and everything towards registrar of companies. Now obtain credit rating. Okay, this also I have just discussed about. Company gets its debentures rated by one or more credit rating agencies. Okay, as laid down by SCBI. Obviously, the ratings must be mentioned in the prospectus, offer letter, letter of offer. Okay, this may increase the possibility of people investment. Enter into underwriting agreement. Company enters into an underwriting agreement for underwriting its debenture issue. Then issue prospectus, letter of offer, offer letter. Company issues prospectus if it is inviting the public to buy its debenture. Okay. Then offer letter is issued if a company makes private placement and letter of offer for rights issue. Then open separate bank account, obviously where the money is going to come. A bank account has to be opened, isn't it? So company opens a separate bank account in a scheduled bank to receive the money from the applicants. Then receiving application money. The subscribers will submit their application along with the required amount to the specified bank within the time period mentioned in the prospectus or letter of offer letter. And hold board meeting after the issue closes. A board meeting is held to decide and approve allotment of debentures. Okay, then allotment regarding the allotment of debentures, a meeting has to be held. Then board also approves creation of charges on the company's assets. Issue of debenture certificate. The allotment procedure has to be completed within 60 days. Now, in 60 days, all this procedure and everything has to be completed from the receipt of application money. Now, company has to issue debenture certificate within 6 months of allotment of debentures. Now, this may come in your fill in the blanks also. Okay. So, company has to issue debenture certificate within 6 months of allotment of debentures. Now make entries in register of debenture holders. Secretary has to make entries in the register of debenture holders within 7 days after the board approval of allotment. However, if debentures are issued in demat form, company does not maintain the register of debenture holders. If it is in demat form, demat means what? It's like a e-certificate, okay, not in paper form. So if that is given to the people, then no need to create or maintain register. Debenture trustees. This also I have explained in my last lecture very properly and nicely. Let's have a look again. A company which issues prospectus or invites more than 500 people to buy its debentures has to appoint one or more debenture trustees. Okay, companies issuing secure debentures also must appoint debenture trustees. Now, who should appoint debenture trustees? Company which is issuing which is inviting 500 people to buy debentures or secure debentures, so they must appoint debenture trustee. Okay, two conditions are laid. Then debenture trustees are institutions which protect the interest of the debenture holder. As I said in my last lecture, they are for the protection of the rights of debenture holders. The company creates a charge on its movable or immovable assets or assets of its subsidiary company or holding company. Okay, then charge is created in favor of the debenture trustees. The trustee becomes the custodian of the assets on which charge has been created. Okay, for example, the company is not able to pay the debenture amount or debenture amount or interest to the debenture holders. In that case, the debenture trustees are in obviously favor of debenture holders. What they do, they take these assets in their custody so that they can be sold or whatever mortgage has to be done, anything, but the against those assets proper payment is made towards debenture holders. Now, debenture trustee is appointed before prospectus or letter or offer letter is issued in within 60 days after the allotment of debentures. Now, within 60 days or before the allotment of debentures, these debenture trustees has to be appointed. A letter has to be or agreement has to be made with them. The trustees must give a written consent to act as debenture trustee, and they should give a consent that they should agree that we are going to play a role of debenture trustees. The prospectus or letter of offer letter must mention the names of debenture trustees. Okay, all proper names and everything should be there. Then debenture trust deed. Let's see. This must be the agreement made between company and debenture trustee. Company enters into a contract with one or more debenture trustees. The terms and conditions of the agreement is written in the debenture trust deed. Okay, it is legal instrument conveying the interests, assets of a company to the trustee. The deed also defines the rights of debenture holders and the duties and powers of debenture trustees. Company has to execute the deed within 3 months of closure of the issue. Company has to execute the deed within 3 months of closure of the issue. Members as well as debenture holders can inspect the deed and also get a copy of it by paying a certain fee. Okay, I hope. Then activity. If you want, you can try this activity also. Find out, you can go Google it, this activity. Find out about the debenture trustee services offered by IDBI Trusteeship Service Limited. And second is find out 2 institutions offering debenture trustee services in India. The summary, let's have a look to you will get a whole idea of this lesson by this summary. I'll just read it out loud. Okay. Companies prefer issuing debentures as they can be repaid after a long time. Companies can issue secured or unsecured debentures, non-convertible debentures or convertible debentures, either fully or partially. Convertible or redeemable debentures. Debentures can be listed on stock exchanges. Company can issue debentures to its members, public or make private placement. Companies have to comply with the provision as per the Companies Act 2013, Companies or Share Capital and Debenture Rules 2014 and regulations of SEBI. Then company appoints one or more debenture trustees to protect the interest of debenture holders. Debenture trust deed contain the terms and conditions agreed between the company and debenture trustee. Deed is signed within 3 months of closure of the issue. This was the summary. I hope you have understood this lesson properly. If you have any confusion, any problem, or how was the lecture, how I taught you, if you have found good, please give a comment, write a comment down in the comment box. Do share it with your friends. Give a thumbs up, give a like. I will be very much happy. And in my next lecture, I'll try to give answer of all these questions. By the time you also try to find the answers of these questions, okay, you can take down, write down these may come in your exams also. So you can just pause, take a screenshot of this if you want, and I'll try to give you answers in my next lecture. Okay, just take screenshot if you want. I'll just scroll it down. Okay, these are the questions which are going to come for your exams, final exams. Okay, so all are these, or I'll put a Google Drive link down so that you get all the answers of this. Okay, in my next lecture I will be taking this 5th chapter, deposit. So don't forget to subscribe and press bell icon. Do share it. After all, it's free, guys, to subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day.